Sugarcane is the grown under the varied soil condition. Major sugarcane grown in the soil groups are the alluvial, black and red soil. In Indo-Gangetic plains, it is the cultivated on the loam and the clay loam soils, while in South India, it is the grown on brown, reddish loam, laterites and the black cotton soils. The real soils are the not very deep, generally sandy loam to loam is the texture. The most common types of the alluvial or clay soils, well-drained loamy soils are the suitable. The block soils of delta areas of Andhra Pradesh crack down in summer, causing loading soil with the pH range of 7.5 to 8.0, the most suitable for the high yields. High levels lands of the without water stagnation in the monsoon months are the ideal. In alkaline soils, the growth of that yielding will be poor than in the neutral soils, but better than in the acid soils in alkaline soils. The quality of the juice is the poor. Climatic requirement. Sugarcane is considered the essentially in tropical plant, but it is also grown on the subtropical climate. Temperate light and the moisture are the principal climatic factors that control crop growth in the temperature above 50 centigrade Celsius. What are the varieties of the sugarcane? In even the climatic condition, variety plays the key role of the respect of the cane yield or sugar production because it's the genetic potentiality. There are varieties that suit the different kinds of the soil and other environmental conditions. The response of the varieties to adverse or the favorable conditions, varieties with their the genetic composition, varieties have been grouped for the purpose of the cultivation based on their the time and maturity or juice sucrose content at a particular period of harvest. The various groups are as the early maturing varieties, 10 months, mid season of the maturity varieties, 11 to 12 months, last maturing the varieties. But the preparatory and the cultivation crop requires the fine stage and the ploughing with the country or iron plough, breaking the course and the ploughization of soil is the common preparing of the land. Tractor with the ploughing in some part as the become the common. After the field preparation for rows are the farm for the planting. Okay. In east and the west Godavari, districts can the plant the first bed for the subsequently shallow channels at the middle of the district to the cane rows. In some places, the stretch of the 20 centimeter depth and 40 centimeter wide might be presented apart from the planting. Sugarcane. The cane yields are the higher in the trench in the planting than the shallow furrow in the planting. These trench are prepared with the human labor by using the tractor around the implement of the cultivated smart trackages are made directly without any initial preparation of the land. The advantages of the stretchy planting are cost of cultivators is less. Next one, flowerization is the simultaneously high moisture can be the maintained. Should poorer stock is the less. Higher yields can be obtained. Certain crop yields are the better. It is not desirable to make the deep trenches in the saline soils, alkaline soils, and also in the shallow soils. Presence of the higher salt concentration in saline soils and the garam in shallow soils at lower levels are the determinant germination of the buds. If all plants are the impoundable origins in the exit in the subsoil, it is necessary to distribute these layers to encourage deep floating in soils with the Nizamabad district in Andhra of Telangana. The flowering to 40 centimeters on the break and hard points of the subsoil. Sugar planting. Sugarcane is the vegetatively populated crop. Young canes usually after 6 to 9 months age are selected for the seed. Whole portions germinate better than those the mature parts of the cane. In case of the old cane, only the top portion of the cane is used for the seed because of higher percentage of the germination and less sugar content in the top portion. When the top portions from the moisture cane are the used in the planting, less sugar is wasted than the bottom portions of the cane are used. The oval leaves situated on the lower nodes are the likely to be dry, the resulting exposure of the buds. Hence, in the mature cane, the lower parts are the likely to be exposed and dedicated. The buds on the mature cane take longer time in the germinate because of high sugar content. Rotten crop, but this should not be used for seed purpose because of the types of the seed material. That's the top 1/3 portion of the cane the harvest is taken and cut into the areas where the irrigation is the uncertain planting of the nature cane sets with the sound birds are the desirable as they can resist drought better. Three-budded sets are the most commonly used in the throughout the country. So, bedded budded sets are the plant in the Punjab and some of the Andhra Pradesh. Studies indicated no significant variation in can yield due to the number of birds and for each set normally the number of birds on each set range from the 2 to 4 or more. Short nursery crop. 6 to 7 months of the old cane provides the immature seed material by the rising nursery. It is possible to eliminate the disease and the pest. Seed treatment. To prevent the sets from the pests and diseases, they should be deep for the 15 minutes in the solution prepared by the adding 2 ml of malathion in the 19 carbendazole, 19 ml of carbendazole in a liter. A treatment set with hot water at 52 degrees centigrade for the half an hour is in the standard practice in Wyoming. Hot water treatment keeps the grass shoot in the rat and stunting, parasitic diseases, and the smart diseases that check the under the chip if not completely elimination them. Seed rate and spacing based on the row spacing and the soundnesses of the birds, 40,000 three-bedded sets are the required to plant on 1 hectare. By weight, 6 to 6.5 tons of the grain depending on the thicknesses is required for the hectare of land. The seed weight of board chips in with 0.75 tons. As the planting is delayed, the seed rate should be increased and the row spacing should be required for the accommodate more number of seeds. Seed trails is reviewed that the planting the sets are 80 to 100 centimeters apart the rows in the best to be obtain the maximum gain yield. Methods of the planting, plot planting, furrow planting, stretch planting, manures and fertilizers. Sugarcane is the heavy feeder. The 70 tons crop removes from the soil 80 to 85 to 110 kg of the nitrogen, 180 to 330 kg of the phosphoric acid, 60 to 190 kg of the potash, and 70 to 80 kg of the calcium. Adequate manuring is the essential for the sustainable yield. Bulky organic manures, nutrients are manures like the farm yard manures or the compost. There are 25 ton size to be applied in the furrows about the Rutan, reduction of the cost of the production early maturity of the major advantage of the rootning is the general rootning. Important place of this is of the sugarcane, early shoot of the borer, chilo infestations. Next one the top shoot borer, Triporchia nivella. Next one is the stem borer, internode borer, sugarcane seal, melanospecious gallinotosis, mealybox, leafhoppers, dictyopora wide crop, next one mites. Some of the diseases of the sugarcane or ring spot of the sugarcane and the set root, smart vislago cytamine, next one red rot, Coledophrecum falcatum, wilted disease, Cephalosporium secare, red strip, Xanthomonas abelensis, mosaic, the disease caused by the sugarcane mosaic versus. Next one is the cotton. Some of the species and the composition. In India, all the four cultivated species of the cotton are grown. The four species of the Gossypium are divided into two groups. For old world cotton and the new world cotton. Old world cotton is the Desi cotton, it's also called as Gossypium arboreum, Gossypium herbaceum. Both are the old world cotton and Desi cotton. They are the deep birds having 26 chromosomes twin. The test fibers are the coarse and short staple. New world cotton, Gossypium issatum. The American is the upland of the Cambodia cotton. These are the tetraploids having the 52 chromosomes. Fiber is the fine and the long staple. Gossypium barbadense, Egyptian islands. These are the tetraploids having the 52 chromosomes. Gossypium herbaceum, Gossypium herbaceum, arborum is the both are the Desi cotton. Gossypium issatum and Gossypium barbadense the both are the New World cottons. What are the Desi varieties of the Sri Salem, Mahanandi, Jayadhar, Saraswati, Aravinda, and Garoni? And American varieties are the MCU5, H4, H6, H8, and HH390, LAHH, LAHH4, and Savita, Jayalakshmi. These are the varieties of the Desi varieties and American varieties. What are the soils are required for the cotton? Cotton is grown a variety of the soils and requires well drained soils. It can tolerate the water logging and it's the mainly grown is the rain crop in black cotton soils in the central India and light black soils of the Deccan Plateau and as in the irrigated crop in the alluvial soils of the Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh and the red laterite soils of the Tamil Nadu and Kerala and Assam. It can be grown in soils having the pH values ranging from 5.5 to 8.5. Sowing season. The sowing season of the cotton varieties are considerably protracted and retracted because of the differences climate, soils, and the varieties grown. There is the particularly no month in the year of this is the sowing do not take place in one part of the country or other than major cotton growing the tracts of the country. Maharashtra, Gujarat, Punjab, and UP, northern districts of the Andhra Pradesh, parts of the Karnataka, and Bihar, and grown kharif crop with the onset of the monsoon in the month of the June, July. The irrigated crops of these areas showing the during the April, May in some districts of the Baroda, Brokam, the Surat in the Gujarat. Preparation of the land, especially the soil must contain the considerable amount of the moisture of the time of the sowing. Cotton seeds will be not germinate unless it absorb the water equivalent to the 1 by 2 or more of the its weight. Preparation of land. Proper preparation of land is the important to provide ideal condition for seed germination. and the plant growth for the rainfed crops in black cotton soils deep the flowering in alternate years to the depth of 20 to 25 centimeters, followed by the 2 or 3 harvesting help in the eliminating hard pan and increasing the moisture storage capacity of the soil. In alluvial and the red soils for the irrigated crop 2 or 3 plowing are the generally given the followed by the forage. Land is the pot is the fine teeth and the Leveling is done by the running wooden before the sowing. FIM compost 8 to 10 tons of it should be the applied for the uniformly before the land preparation. Seeds and sowing. Selection of the good seed important in the crop. Is advisable the certificate seed. Seed treatment. The cotton seeds are covered by the short fibers called fuzzy. The fuzzy makes the seeds the thing together, pumping their the free passage through the seed reel. Seeds are the generally created by rubbing with a solution of the meat or the mud or mixture of the ash and the fresh cow dung treatment freeze of the seed get the tasted on the seed itself. The seeds no longer hang the seeds. It helps the eradicate of the pathogen present on the seed surface. Seed treatment with the fungicides is effectively done. Facilitates the seeds to absorb the moisture. Moisture quickly improve of the germination. Seed rate and the spacing. Sowing, period, planting, fertilizer recommendations. Quantity of the application of the fertilizers, coastal and Rayalaseema and Telangana. Irrigation. Some important pests and diseases on cotton. Jacid, the Raska bigotula, cotton aphid, Apis gassoifi, white file flies, Pismia tobacci, cotton thrips, thrips of the tobacco, red cotton hawk, Pisidigus in the Synovitis, spotted bollworm, Persetis the ventilla, Mercal bollworm, Iliacus arbenigera, pink bollworm, Reticular aggressively, the tobacco caterpillar is a Spodoptera itura. What are the controls of the spray of the monocrotopus are the chloropepsids and the destruction of the alternative host plants. The insectile application should be the coincide with the hatching of the eggs. The destruction of the grown of the leaf, the always the position weight there with the rice, bra, jaggery, and monocrotopus can be used. Disease Anthrocnose proliferacum gossypi. In terms, this disease the shade the reddish. Wilt, Fusarium oxysporum or the Fusarium fascinifectum. Next one, Verticillum wilt is the Verticillum deliae, food rot, and Rhizococtinium Batlocutera, Blacka, Xanthomonas campestris. Crop rotation method is very important. Cotton quality evolution, the quality seed cotton is judged by the some of the characters like ginning percentage, fiber length, fiber finesses, fiber strength, fiber maturity, spinning quality, color and trash corner, ginning percentage, tobacco on the tobacco is the soils, the type of the grade, quality tobacco produces the considerably influenced by the soil. Characteristics, particularly the texture of the soil, light soils, sandy loams tend to produce large leaves. Climate, the climate is the factors like rainfall, temperature, and relatively humidity, wind and the sunlight influences. The growth and the flowering tobacco plants. Varieties, there are the 60 species of the tobacco, but only Nicotiana tapetum and Nicotiana rustic are the cultivated in India. Both the species grown at the largest area under the Nicotiana tabacum. In Nicotiana rustica requires the color climate. The cultivation of the mainly confined to the northern and the northern eastern areas of the country, such as the Punjab, West Bengal, Bihar, Assam. The rustica varieties known as the Pleiadi and the Calcutta have the short plant, the round packed leaves. And mainly in Andhra Pradesh, the cigarette is the Natu, Burri, and the Bidi tobacco are grown. Cigarette types, the varieties are the suitable for the black soils. CTRA, special, Jayasri, Mr. Gautami, Kema, the BT double, it varieties of the suitable northern red soils, 16103, Manaka, Prabhat, Vishwanath, the Natu, special, Natu tobacco types. Suitable of the tobacco types are the variants, the regions of the on the cigarette type, nut tobacco types, early tobacco types, region, agriculture, the to cure the tobacco, to curing, sun curing, air curing, pit curing, foreign pest and disease, tobacco, caterpillar, the Spodoleptona litera control the green patch, tobacco is the stem borer, dumping of control, powdery mildew, tobacco mosaic virus symptoms, control. The crop production to cash crops. Next one, the spices. Chili, known as the red pepper, is the native of the South America, though the exotic origin has become and the discipline is very in Indian house. Black pepper was the is the prior to introduction to this crop. The condition of the successful cultivation. Black pepper is the prior of the introduction to this crop. The condition of the successful cultivation of the black pepper is restricted to the limited area. Chilies and the annual crop and can be grown over the wide range of the climatic soil and the cultural conditions. This crop had therefore the rapid spread throughout of the country. Chili can be used both green and state of the dried from besides of the fungini to the capsaicin. It is the source of the vitamin A and C. It is grown on the most part of the world in the South and the Central America. Next one, South Central East Africa area of the approximately 8 lakhs hectares with the production of the USA, India, Chile is the area of the approximately 8 lakhs. In Andhra Pradesh, grown the area of about the 2.4 lakhs of the hectares with the production of the 3.8 lakhs of tons in the Chile. According to turmeric, is the curcuma longa is one of the important commercial crops of the grown in the underground rhizomes. The cured the turmeric is one of the common spices used in the many preparation. Raw ginger is commonly known as the green ginger, and it is extensively used in the condiment fry. Ginger is used in the many drugs and being exposed of foreign countries. Coriander is the seed powder is one of the common contaminants used of the preparation and is the main ingredient of Indian curry powder. The green leaves are the used the flour of the curries, the chutneys and salads. Coriander is also known as brown its the medical properties. Climatic requirement. The crop thrives well under the tropical and subtropical climate. With the optimum vegetative growth of the development of the fruits, the temperature range of 18 to 38 centigrades is required. It cannot grow the well When the temperature falls before the 12 degrees centigrade, the higher rainfall. The soil in the crop requires the well drained the crop is generally first raised in the nursery. Soil season. The crop requires the well drained in the medium of the heavy soil with the sufficient organic matter. Rain crop, the moisture retentive block soils are the best suited for irrigated the crop foliar soils, the wet loam. The, the crop is generally first raised in the nursery and then the transplanted in the main field after the 1 year 6 months. The following are the sowing of the transplanting times is the rainfed is irrigated the chilies. Rainfed crops sowing the June and July. Irrigated crops in the sowing the nursery July August. Next one irrigated sowing nursery June. Recommended varieties of the Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. G3 varieties is NP 46A. G4 CA 766 Bhagyalakshmi. Sindoor Portugal is the hot Portugal. Next one is the Aparna CA 1068 and X 196 Edukudi. Next one is X 197 Assam X 235 Jwala. What is the seed rate and the rising of the chili? The seed rate is the 1 kg for the transplanted crop and the 6.2 kg hectares for the directed sowing the crop. The following precautions to be done on the rising of the seedling. Seedling should be the invariably raised on raised beds and flowers beds in development. Preparation of the main field, menus and the fertilizer, transplanting, direct sowing, intercultivation. The chilies require the frequent intercultivation. The direct sown of the crop blade is the intercultivation, irrigation, the flower drop, interrupting. What are the important pest diseases of the chill thrips in the scriptropes in the dorsals? And next one, chili, pod, borer, spudera, turna, and electhanthus. And the chili aphids in the apis gassopi and the major scarcity and the spray chili mites. Next one, what are the control of the spray, the decofol and the dust of the sulfur of the rate of the disease dumping of the Cercospora leaf spot. Next one, alternaria leaf spot, fruit rot, and rhizome fly, and some turmeric and trips, leaf blotch, leaf spot, and rhizome rot, the pest, the green peach aphid, tobacco, stem borer, shoot bug, rot knot, nematode, and dumping of Erythrum ectophyllum, black skunk disease, Phytophthora parasitica, frog eye leaf spot, and powdery mildew, and angler leaf spot, tobacco mosaic viruses. The all are the mainly drying of chilies. The sun drying is the common practice of India. The preparation of the drying so differs from the tractor to tract and the place of the sand beds and the available there the using the drying chilies. In some places of the produce the carried spring yields of the rainfall and the irrigated of the continue the rainfall of the green chilies 1,000 hectare. These are the chilies. The next one we'll discuss the turmeric, ginger, the coriander. These are all we will discuss the next class.